go. The fucking 11th episode of the Whiskey and Root Beer podcast. I'm here with Mr. Croissant today. It's just me, Toasty Jones, and him. And we don't even know what we're going to be talking about because we didn't talk about shit before starting this.
We didn't talk about a single fucking thing.
The only thing we've talked about was going to get margaritas after we've done it. So I say we go for like an hour, and then we go get Catone, and then we get margaritas.
So we'll go for an hour-long show today. What can we talk about for an hour?
I don't know. What's been happening in the news? I feel like there's not been much that I've seen.
Was awake for like
up.
a week and a half straight working on that gnome. And I didn't pay attention to like anything at all. Like it's already like what, midway through August? Yeah, we're already like the fucking 14th.
Yeah, it's almost over. We're at 14.
I was just up for days.
Oh, you know
at
what?
A time.
Did you see that video with the fight of the people at the marina? Where it's like
where those white dudes jumped
yeah.
the black what
Yeah,
was he doing, like security, or is like he was like running things on the dock,
doing security,
telling people how to park and shit.
Yeah. Did you watch that video?
I did see that video.
And what'd you think of that?
I thought it was, I don't know.
It was just like regular,
It's just,
every day.
Just shit you see.
Yeah, it's just shit you see. You get used to it at a point. The only problem I had with the video is when I saw that dude hit that woman on the head with the chair. I was like, dude, she was already down, and you just went over there and like could have broke her neck or something.
Yo, gotta get him with the WWF.
Yeah, then I think they took him to the ground. I don't know if it was security or police officers that were there at that point. So I think
I saw at the end the cop
that,
shows
maybe.
up, and then
it's like 3 cops that took him down too. And I was like, yeah, man, you kind of deserve that one. You can't just like hit older people upside the head with a chair when they're on the ground. Now, if they were coming at you swinging, that's a different thing. But kind of fucked up on that one. That's the only problem out the whole fight, really. Everything else is like, well, It was weird because they've been drinking. It was like it just evolved in such an unnecessary way.
That shit evolved very quickly.
It went from like 2 people arguing, the white and the black dude, to
and
like
they just started swinging, and then
like,
everybody started swinging,
and then
everybody started swinging.
And it was like, God damn. What was that, Alabama or something?
I think it was in Alabama.
I don't remember, but we're gonna go ahead and say it was Alabama. It just seems like something that would happen in Alabama. But I thought that was pretty interesting because I watched the video and I watched a couple different angles of it, and I was like, well, because when I first saw the whole beginning, I was like, that was handled extremely poorly by both parties in the beginning. The security guard and then the dude who was getting mad at him because the security guard kept elevating himself, along with it, and that elevated the other dude. And then next thing you know, this dude's throwing his cap in the air, summoning, fucking Black Avengers. Or I should just say Wakanda, I guess. That makes a bit more sense. But it was still a kind of interesting, somewhat funny video, I'd have to say. I just didn't expect all those people to try to fight, like, I don't know what, 5 people. And that's how it's like one of those things where everybody thinks they're tough because it's like a fucking 15 on like 3 or 4. And so then they're walking around doing all this unnecessary, like, showboat punching and all that, and these weird, I can't even see fight moves. It's more like you just try to swing at somebody and hope you land.
Swing at somebody and hope you land.
I mean, seriously, when you got like 15 versus like 5, and there's not really much room to get some punches in.
It was a very crowded fight space.
Yeah, it was on a dock, and they were doing like.
Somebody did get thrown. I did see somebody got fucking thrown into the water. Like
a couple
fucking,
of people. Yeah, I was just about to say.
Fucking Batman, bro. Like that old 60s Batman movie.
I was about to say.
When they're fighting on top of the sub. Pow! Bam!
I was about to equate it to like, Mortal Kombat when you knock somebody into another part of the level or something like that,
And they just go right in.
And you go right back in. Of course, they didn't jump in the water to start trying to fight them, but that's what I thought of it.
Could you imagine that if somebody jumped in the water and tried to like fight them in the water?
I wonder what kind of crime that is.
What, fighting in the water?
Like you jump it, like so you knock somebody in the water, then you jump in there and you start trying to beat them up. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? You don't even know if they could swim. Like, what if you're trying to fight somebody?
Well, that's why you'd be foolish to jump in after them, because then they'll just fucking try and get on top of you.
I'll knock him
You'll
out.
wind
Let
up
him
drowning.
sink. Look, somebody had it on video. He tried to assault me in the water. All right, I jumped in and tried to save the man.
I threw him in. I tried to save him.
And then
He tried to drown me, so I had to put him down. I had to knock him out.
It was me or him, officer. It was me or him.
Seeing as how I can swim, I believe my genetic material deserves to be passed on.
Yeah, right.
That guy can't even swim.
People always ask me if I know how to swim for some reason. I'm like, yeah, I just don't do it. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because I don't go in the fucking water. They're like, oh, yeah, your hair would probably, like, slow you down. I was like, shit, it might drown me. I don't know.
Does get pretty heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Does get...
There's no reason. Everybody else can go swimming. I'll stay in the sand, and I don't even like the sand.
I'll stay in the sand.
Make me a sand
with
castle.
my cowboy boots on.
Exactly. Make a sand castle and some other cool stuff. But definitely not going in the water. Maybe if I was at, like, some, Jesus Christ, you heard that?
That was... Man.
Yeah, those kids outside, dude, they'll do some, like,
was a screech.
blood-curdling screams. And I'm like, shit, I hope they're okay. I'm not going to go check, but I hope they're okay. And it's weird when you hear the guys, the little kids that are the guys, the boys.
The little kids
It
that
sound
are
like
guys.
it sound like Joe Biden.
Yeah, that was...
The guys, well, they're all men now.
Man, no.
But the boys, they like have the high pitched voices still, and they'll do like the screams, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Rub your legs.
It's like, wow, we used to be able to do that at one point. Then we hit puberty, and then we can never do a scream like that again.
I can still scream like that sometimes.
I've never screamed really, so I don't know if I can pull off a good or decent, at least a decent scream. I have to say I probably can't, but I'm not gonna try it. Fuck, what was I about to say though?
I don't know.
Before I turn into Joe Biden. And
You were talking about the...
They're all men now.
About the...
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
About the kids that are boys.
It's about the kids they're boys, and they're men now. But is that what was I talking about?
That's. I mean, you were talking about something.
I was talking about
somebody
something.
screamed outside, and it was like that
Yeah, I
high-pitched
completely-
voice, and then you were talking about the kids that are boys, and then you went on your Joe Biden rant.
Yeah, now let's just go. We could talk about Joe Biden. Why not? I haven't seen him do anything new recently.
I haven't been paying attention to the world for a while.
I haven't paid attention.
The last couple of weeks, man.
Oh, so you haven't heard about the coup in Niger?
There's a coup in Niger?
Yeah, a military junta. They just took over the country.
Oh, shit.
And so, like, a bunch of other... I think it's ECOWAS?
Yeah, I haven't been on Reddit either.
Why haven't you been on Reddit?
Because they disallowed third-party apps, and I used a third-party app.
To get on Reddit?
Because Reddit's in-house app is fucking ass trash.
Shit, I don't know anything other than it, so I'll have to check that out. Fuck. But, now there's that coup going on in Niger, and they're like, the ECOWAS countries are like, hey, put the other president back in power, or we're gonna intervene with our militaries. And then Niger's like, don't do that, we'll kill the president. And then so ECOWAS is like, all right, we'll think of something else. So that's just kind of how it's going. Last I heard about it, but I mean, military intervention is still on the table. I guess they're trying to save the president. I don't know. I don't really know how that's gonna go because obviously the military junta already pretty much took over power. They can kill off the president. I don't know if anybody's really behind him. And I mean, what are the other African nations gonna do? Like either intervene militarily or just kind of sit there and be like, well, we tried. So it's interesting what's going on over there right now. I guess they didn't want to. I mean, the only reasons I really heard are that they didn't want the French sticking around still because they got 1,500 soldiers or something over there, which really isn't that much compared to I don't know how many people Niger has in its country, but people just really don't like the French sometimes, and they don't even do anything. So I get kind of confused by that. What's your take on that, Eric? You're partly French.
Partly French. Not that kind of French.
Hmm. Oh, you're the swamp French.
Yeah.
The swamp
I'm half
French.
swamp person.
And people that talk about seafood all day.
The
I like
that-
those French people. Those French people are cool. The ones I don't think I've ever actually met a dude that's straight from France. I've met people from countries all over in Europe over here, but not one from France. Do they like stick to themselves over there nowadays, like isolationism? Because they really don't have anybody over here doing them any service. We don't even have any. Do we have any like good French restaurants?
No.
Like what's a
Not
good?
that
What's a
I'm
French
aware.
food?
What's French food?
What's a French food? Yeah.
Baguettes,
Oh.
escargot.
Yeah, I don't want none of that. Yeah, it doesn't sound too appetizing.
I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff.
Yeah, but that's all we know. And baguettes, I mean, I'm not gonna go eat a baguette. And escargot isn't really my thing. I'm not balling out like that to go be like, you know.
You don't want to eat snails?
Nah, I like snails, but I don't. They're my friends, you know. That's where I draw the line, I guess.
What else is
That's where
French?
Peter would like to hear about where I draw the line. I draw it at snails.
French toast.
Is that really French?
I don't know.
It's like French fries aren't really French, are they? I don't believe they're not.
No, they're made in Greece.
They're made in Greece? Bullshit. They're all exported from Greece.
That pun went right over your.
It did. Oh, they're made in Greece. Damn, that was good. Yeah, that completely went over my head. I was like, what?
French onion soup. That shit slaps.
Like, you know, we got
Quiche
French
Lorraine?
toast, French dip, French onion dip or whatever. the fuck.
Ratatouille. I don't think I've ever had ratatouille. Chocolate
neither.
souffle is good.
French onion dip.
Piece des cochon. Pig's feet.
Pig's feet? That's French?
I'd probably try that.
I wonder why it's called French onion dip. Now I'm
Steak
over here
tartare.
Googling it.
That sounds gross.
Steak tartare? What is that supposed to be? Is that a French dish?
Yeah, I'm looking at
Oh, you're looking at them.
this little guide of traditional
Steak
French
tartare. Oh,
food.
that's that raw steak that you. Okay, I've heard of that. I once heard of somebody ordering the steak tartare and they sent it back because it was raw. And I was like, well, that's how you're supposed to order it, but you know, fucking people.
Cow tongue. I've had that shit before. That's good.
Cow tongue.
Yeah, I love
I've heard
cow
it's good.
tongue.
I've had it in some tacos.
Mama made that shit when I was like real little.
Damn, I kind of want to try a steak tartare just to
Foie
see
gras,
how good it
I
is.
haven't had that, but
So those are French dishes. Or do we just say they're French like most other things?
I believe these are French dishes.
See, that's why I still go around calling things
Why were we talking about French food? Were you talking about French food that you want to eat?
I was talking about French things, and then I was like, what do French people do? Like,
What
nobody
do
likes
French people
because we were
do?
talking about the French and Niger, and I was like, nobody likes the French. I was like, why? What do they do? It's like, what do they even like? I was like, I never met any. I was like, do we have like French things over here that people like to do, like to eat or something, or? Because I couldn't name you much. Because everything I know that starts with French isn't French. But we just kind of pass it off because we try to give them something. Like, all right, you know. Like, even though the Germans have fucked up and pretty much started 2 world wars, we acknowledge them a lot more in today's society for, like, their engineering and their cars and, well, just kind of maybe possibly helping start World War III by, giving Poland their weapons and then fighting, I think, Wagner, which is in Belarus right now on the... They say they're on the border of Belarus and Poland, so they might like try to invade or attack Poland or something.
Are you a little froggy?
It's crazy stuff going on over there in Europe, and none of it is attributed to the French, and they're still disliked. Seriously, the French guy ran over in World War II. Like what? Why do we dislike them? because they're former colonists. I mean, shit, everybody is. Colonizers. I'd be shit if I was back then, and there was like land everywhere that I could take.
That I could take.
And nobody's gonna say
by
shit.
force.
Yeah, I'd be a colonizer too. And that's how the Jones tree would start right there. Some dude named Jordan Jones just fucking took over all of Texas from Mexico, and now everybody in Texas is a Jones.
Keeping
William
up with
B.
the
Travis?
Joneses.
You mean William B. Jones?
Is that how it would happen?
When I rewrite history books, I can complete my time machine. Yes. I'm gonna go share my genetic codes. My genetics, Mexicans don't stand a chance. I think. I'll take back like a fucking.
I was thinking about that earlier, like the other day. Like, if I was somehow able to time travel, where would I go? What would I do?
And what'd you think about? You didn't settle anything?
Well,
maybe you could go back in time and like show the French how it's supposed to be done.
I don't know. I was thinking of like, because my friend years ago when I worked at that call center in Austin, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before. He would ask us these questions, and he had asked if I could pack a bag with anything, like where would I go and all that. But I was thinking of like if I could just change like one thing in history, like what would it be? And I couldn't decide if Andrew Jackson dying.
I mean, that's like a big chunk of like history you'd rewrite right there.
Well, yeah, because I was like thinking of that, or like, you know, if Ronald Reagan like actually got assassinated, like he probably should have been. Like if Ronald Reagan's assassination attempt was successful, I think the world would be a better place right now.
I would say you could probably take out Ronald Reagan and not have too many drastic changes. Andrew Jackson, I mean, that dude fought hundreds of people. You know how many lives he shaped?
Well, yeah. Andrew Jackson's
that's a big ripple right there.
Death would be much, much greater.
Like maybe Ronald Reagan just before, maybe a year or two into his presidency, and then that would be all right. Because then who was the vice president under him? I don't know why my mind wants to say Lyndon B. Johnson, and I don't think that's right.
No, LBJ.
He was under
LBJ was JFK.
JFK, yeah, okay. Because I was about to say, I had to do some college work for my grandma, and I remember I had to research LBJ, and
was it Bush?
Bush? What? No.
Wasn't his dad? Wasn't it Reagan
the senior? Bush? I don't know. That's why I got this computer here. Oh, he was the 40th. Holy shit, I don't know why I thought he was further back. Yeah, George H.W. Bush. Damn, I really thought he was further back on the presidential tree.
No, man.
I see that. Oh, you know what you should do? We should.
Isn't that crazy? Donald Trump became president in like what, 2012? Or not 2012?
The 16, 17? Right? Yeah.
So, if he was 45 and Reagan was president in like the fucking early 80s.
Yeah, and he was the 40th.
5 different people.
Yeah.
In a span of.
I mean, because we had
50, 60 years.
Didn't Bush Jr. serve 2 terms?
Yeah.
And then Obama served.
Because Clinton had 2.
Years.
Bush had 2. And then Obama had 2.
And then now we gave Trump 1, and then we gave Biden hopefully 1.
But hopefully he dies in office.
And then we have Kamala Harris take over, and then she's the first black president.
I don't know.
And then everybody's gonna be, well, that's not right. Well, you know, somebody's gonna be mad. They're gonna be like, well, you know, the president died. She kind of had to take up the mantle. It's gonna be somebody who doesn't want to see a black president again.
We need a chain
or
reaction of like all of them dying.
what is this? What's that movie?
Like
Olympus
Mitch
Has
McConnell,
Fallen?
like that dude's been in fucking politics for, 2 of my lifetimes.
Oh my god, that dude when he had that like what looked like a mini stroke or something. That video's like weird. You see that?
Now pull it up.
You didn't see the video of him having like his like stroke? He was talking on the pedestal, and then somebody asked him a question. And he said like a couple of words, and then he just froze. And it's like you all right there, Mitch? But I've never actually seen like a video of him. I've only seen like pictures. So when I saw the video, I was like, holy shit, this dude looks like he's old. And apparently he had fell, I think a week or two before that, and got a concussion. So that's one of the reasons. Let's see here. Let's try to find. I also didn't know his voice was that fucking deep. His voice is pretty deep for a man of his size. Let's see. There you go. It's just so strange. But he's old, man. What is he like?
Look,
Yeah, no, I mean, I see him.
you can look in his face and tell that he's too old to have anything to do with making rules of how people fucking live.
Yeah. It's absolutely true.
Look, he's just zoning out.
Yeah, and everybody's just kind of standing there. Finally, somebody like puts their hand on him, like, "Hey, you all right?"
Sir, you're just way too old to be doing this.
Shit, he's only the minority leader of this United States Senate. He's like holding on for that shit. He's 81.
81.
He's 80
He should have been
fucking
out of politics 20 years ago.
Oh yeah. More than likely. I mean, I agree with that. Let's see. Addison Mitchell McConnell III is an American politician and retired attorney serving his 7th term as a United States Senator from Kentucky, and is in his 2nd stint as Senate Minority Leader, having previously held that post from 2007 to 2015. Yeah, because he lost it for a little bit, then he came back. That's fucking wild, dude. That is insane.
You have no business being in politics after the age of 65.
I mean, shit.
Like, you're gonna die
The thing with
soon.
yeah,
Everything that you put into place does not matter to you. And it's most of the time working against, like, the people that are,
yeah, it's really
making the shit run.
It's a really interesting thing looking at the age of like our politicians, and it's just like, holy shit, like
It's a bunch of people that are, nursing home age,
yeah.
shitting their pants like 2-3 times a day age,
Well, hopefully they're not
needing
doing that,
help.
but they might be.
doing everything in their life stage.
Yep. I mean, at least he's able to move around and all that, I guess. Him
No,
and
that's
Biden.
unfortunate.
One day we're gonna get a president that's in a wheelchair, and it's not gonna be Greg Abbott.
It's not gonna be Roosevelt.
It's not gonna be Roosevelt. Was he in a wheelchair?
Polio, bro.
Oh fuck! I never knew that one. I never knew he had polio.
FDR had polio.
Damn. Was that like right before we cured it? That had to be right. That time period. I don't know. I don't know entirely when we cured polio, but I know it was around that time. That's why I was like, I thought that he was able to walk around freely. But then again, I thought Greg Abbott, I didn't know he was in a wheelchair till like 2018. When I saw him like leave from behind a podium, and I was like, what the hell? I thought he was just really short.
No. He's in his fucking wheelchair.
Well, apparently it's more common than we think for trees to fall on people.
Well, I mean,
But it's still rare.
the universe will have you, will tell you, show you, that you deserve something
What the fuck is
in certain ways.
this? Yeah.
Greg Abbott must,
I think if a
must
tree
have
fell
deserved
on
a
me,
tree falling on him.
I guess I had to deserve that somehow. That'd be nice if, like, after tragic events like that in your lifetime, like, you just had something pop up in front of you and explain why why that happened to you. Well, you made this choice in December 8th of, like,
You see, Greg,
1996, and I was like, dude, I was 1 year old at that point. It's like, yep.
I had this tree fall on you.
Decided we had to knock you down a peg.
We're hoping that this will help you
Reevaluate your life.
reevaluate choices.
Shit. Oh, where was that place we were going camping? Because I'll look it up right now.
Crouse Springs.
It's what?
Crouse Springs.
K, right?
K-R-A-U.
It's a secret
S-E.
German training camp, huh?
Oh, my God.
They're all over the place, man. They're planning. This time they'll be the good guys, though. I know it. I know it. But yeah, I looked at it's because that's actually off of a lake over there, so hopefully it would still have water unless they got it kind of dammed up. They don't have any opening day reminder. Day visit the tent camping at first come, first serve. Entry fees can be found on our website. Shit, the last post I had was July 21st, 2023. But I guess I should go to the... Damn, something smells good.
I'm just eating this,
I know that's not you, because you know what, a Slim Jim or what? You just...
No, I'm eating some skillet butter and herb seasoning.
Oh, that's what that is. You just eat it.
Yeah, I'm just eating it like I'm just eating it like Lucas.
I thought somebody was grilling outside. I was
No.
like, man, something smells good.
No, I wanted to try this, so I put a little bit in my hand.
Yeah, I think that's.
And I'm eating it like Lucas.
That's one of Chris's fucking seasonings he'll bring over when he throws on his chicken, I believe. They got the really basic website here.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, usually when he makes his chicken, it's pretty good stuff. There are 32 springs on the property. Holy shit. Natural pool which flows into Lake Travis. Oh, wait, hold on. What? I thought the lake flowed into that. Please, no pets, no drones, no generators, no glass containers, no graffiti or tagging, no jumping from bluffs, no smoking. No lifeguard on duty. Oh, and be respectful. I'm about to fucking pitch a tent and go smoke in it. If we go. If we go.
I'm definitely smoking.
What are you gonna bring? Like, you gonna bring your
My
joints?
marijuana, yes.
I know that. I was like, but how are you gonna smoke it? There's so many different ways for you to. Hell, I'll bring a hookah.
I'm not gonna dirty a hookah with weed. That'll ruin that hookah.
Shit, I didn't say you put weed in it. I was just like, I'm gonna bring a hookah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have one. I haven't used it in years. I got charcoal and like the shisha and shit. Let's see, adults 12 plus years. God damn, that's a young adult. It's a day guest is 10. Camping overnight is 15. Let's see here. We always have room for 10 campers, which is why we don't take reservations. The next question: do you take reservations? We take reservations for RV hookups only. Let's see. What's your cancellation? Can we park near our campsite? Yes, campers are allowed to drive their cars to their campsites. Oh, that's fucking nice, yeah. Do you have regular bathroom facilities with showers? Yes, we have bathroom facilities with sink stalls and showers. All showers use fresh spring water and are not heated. Oh, that's cold as fuck. Let's see here. Our fires allowed for. We have barbecue pits in the day use area. You may also bring your own barbecue pit as long as it does not sit on the ground. You can bring your own firewood or purchase a bundle from our office. I wonder, technically an Old Smoky has legs. Doesn't sit on the ground, right?
No.
Yeah, okay. What grill sits on the ground? Like, who the fuck is just gonna... Oh, you know what? Well, they don't still technically have legs, because they got those open, where it's just like that flat grill thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Let's see, what are your hours? Open at 9 and close at 8 p.m. Anyone who might arrive after closing will not be allowed in our property. Just for, I guess, staying overnight. Yeah, I don't fucking... Yeah, because somebody's going to follow that. I was about to say, I don't want serial killers coming in, but who's going to... If it's a serial killer, why would they go to the front gate?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like...
What kind of, like...
It's not going to keep them out.
Mid-90s stay-at-home mom paranoia. I don't want some serial killer coming out to Crouse Springs to get us.
You say that until we're camping and somebody starts playing
and then some serial killer shows up.
That ding, 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 that type of 80s shit.
Yeah, someone just plays it while they go through campgrounds,
Oh,
stabbing
dude.
people.
I'd be like, fuck.
They just hide a jukebox off in the woods.
Oh, that'd be
Just-
scary as shit. No, fuck that. No, these are admission prices effective this year, so it's not bad. We never close due to drought like other nearby natural pools. Okay, so they're usually closed during winter between November 1st and February 15th. So yeah, wasn't that your question earlier? If they be open or something?
yeah.
Yeah, they'll be open. I like that. We never close due to drought like other nearby natural pools. Fucking looking at the people near them. Yeah, I remember I was looking it up. I was telling somebody about it. How it was going out. I told Catone too, actually. Cause I'm shit. I'll buy one of them big ass tents and we'll fucking like $100, $150 tent that could fit 8 people, and we'll just fucking. Well, I mean, we'll have plenty of room. We'll have like a whole hookah room, and then we'll have our own bedrooms. Fuck it, we'll bring a PS1, and we'll just have a gaming room. If I had games for my PS1, I'd totally bring it. Just be like, all right, let's play some Fuck, actually, I don't know any co-op PS1 games nowadays, or not nowadays. Fuck it, I think you ever play that game where you had to catch the monkeys? I used to love that game.
Ape Escape?
Ape Escape. Yeah, that game was fun as fuck. They need to bring that game
Did you ever
back.
play Ape Escape on Metal Gear Solid 3?
No.
Yeah, there's a bonus mode where you had to go catch the apes from Ape Escape as Snake. You gotta
Oh,
like
shit.
tranquilize them and stuff, and you get this
No,
you get this cool banana camouflage.
I never did that. I know they had stuff like that on Peace Walker, I think, too. Because Peace Walker took place after Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, that was a good game. Did you play Peace Walker?
I played a little bit of it,
Oh,
but
dude,
I didn't beat it.
You gotta run
The
through Peace
PSP
Walker.
one, right?
Yeah, I had it on PSP when I had my PSP Go, and then later on when they did the remastered collection, they put it on there with the co-op and everything,
Oh,
so you could play the whole fucking game co-op, like fighting the bosses and everything. It was so fun. Such a great co-op game. If they did Metal Gear Solid 5 like that, that would have been a hell of a lot more fun too, with that whole open world map aspect. But that was still a pretty much Peace Walker, I guess. Yeah, Peace Walker had it all. But nah, yeah, shit. I'll probably, cause we're gonna be. Hold on, what days did you say?
the last weekend of the month.
Right.
I'm thinking like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So wait, what days in total are you talking? You talking also the 25th and 26th?
Let me look at my calendar.
Cause the days you sent me, I took off for. I'll be off at 20. Shit, 20, 29? I gotta check my shit.
I'm thinking the 26th. Well, I can't remember if I asked for the 25th off, but I definitely know I got the 26th and the 27th,
Okay, so you
which
got
leaves
Friday,
us with
Saturday.
the 28th to get back home. But that's like a 3-4 hour drive, so we can fuck around Austin for a little bit.
I gotta see, cause now I'm like, fuck, did I put the right days in?
I hope you put the right days in.
Yeah, but I mean, I could change them, cause my boss, she doesn't do like the. Usually, if somebody takes off, she doesn't really move somebody around to cover them.
Just like, oh, hey, guess what? This guy's off.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, okay, so I got the 29th and the 30th off.
Oh, shit.
So I'd be off
The
27th,
28th.
28th, 29th, and 30th. So I should probably. I have time.
Yeah, ask for the 20. Switch the 30th for the 26th.
Well, I have to switch to 30th for the 26th. Oh, wait, hold on. So that's Sunday. Okay, yeah. No, I can do that. Yeah, I can switch Wednesday. So switch Wednesday for Friday?
For Saturday.
For Saturday.
Because Friday's the 25th.
Okay, so we would leave Friday and then be out there I guess Saturday. Cause I got out of work Friday at 3. So then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Talk to her tomorrow and be like, I fucked up. But really, I just went off the text message I think he had sent me when I put him in. Shit, I hope they got some. I hope their springs are functioning out there. Considering all the other shit going on down here. They don't really have like latest news on their website, so it's kind of like, you know, the crapshoot on what you're trying to find here. Are you checking your dates now?
Yeah, making sure I got all my shit straight.
Before we get out there and it's like, hold on, what's going on? It's out in Spicewood, Texas. Garden's very beautiful and they only accept cash. Well, that's good to know. Can you take alcohol to Cross Springs? Such a cool setting and day-long activity. Such a cool setting of a man-made pool and natural springs. Not food or drink for purchase, but can pack a picnic and bring alcohol. Just no glass bottles. Alright, that's enough. Oh, damn, and right under that, there's
aluminum cans only, motherfucker.
Right. It's like somebody, you know, they're going to have somebody in a golf cart driving by, just going to get out and start beating your ass.
Is that glass? Is that a glass bottle?
Glass bottle fucking breaks it trying to beat you.
Look what you did. Look what you made me do. Why would you make me do this?
I clicked on a review. There's a review that said dangerous and something. And I was like, oh, let me read about that. It says dangerous and disgusting, but I click on it. It doesn't take it unless they took that review down. Let me read the poor reviews. July, August 16. Oh, this is all like a couple years back. Man. I'm not gonna listen to these people.
I'm not gonna listen to these people.
Here's one from July 4th, 2023. Dirty water. The swimming hole is filthy and is overcrowded. Not worth the $10 entry fee unless you like swimming in muddy water because there's plenty of that. Let's see. July 17th, 2021. Expensive, dirty, and overcrowded. I suppose Crouse Spring would be so okay in the low season, but definitely forget going during summer weekend. Especially when it's way overpriced at $9 a person. How much do people usually fucking pay? People are talking like $9 to $15.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
$9 a person, $10 a person.
It's like they're talking.
I mean, that person just seems like they're bitching because.
Well, they got more.
Like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, how do you expect to go there in the midst of summer and think that it's not going to be crowded?
It's a bunch of fucking college kids probably and
dude,
shit. And,
oh my god.
You know, adults in their 40s that have a boat or something. I don't know. Probably don't have a boat because it sounds like it's just a swimming hole, but.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if somebody showed up with a boat.
You know, somebody probably has before, though. It says, let's see, right here. Right as you arrive, there are plenty of unfriendly signs warning you that no pets are allowed and that you'll be surveyed by cameras. But there's actually no supervision or enforcement of any rules, especially when it comes to loud music or trash in a place. There's people everywhere and the place is dirty. The water is murky and the rocks extremely slippery. No shit. There's a skinny, small waterfall.
Rocks covered in water. Slippery.
Rocks covered in water. Might be slippery. We got to put a sign up for that nowadays, I guess. Let's see. There's a skinny, small waterfall to a side. Nothing to write home about. There are so many free and truly beautiful and clean springs and creeks around Austin. Why come waste your money just to leave disappointed? Needless to say, we didn't stay long, and we will not go back nor recommend to anyone who wants to have a nice, relaxing time. I want to know how old this person is. It seems like most of the bad reviews are from like
people forgetting that it was summertime when they went.
Well, that and like, you know, it's like a couple years back. Anything like all the recent 2023, 2022s. All these are like 5 stars.
I haven't been in like a decade.
Well, apparently you missed the shitty era of Crouse Springsteen. Oh, here's a dangerous and disgusting one. Oh, this is a long review right here. You ready for this one? We camped in our bumper pool trailer for the weekend, and we had heard great things about this place. However, our experience was anything but ... You know when that's coming. Like somebody's got a little rant.
Someone's about to go off.
The roads coming in were treacherous, and we pulled in doing about 3.5 miles per hour just so we wouldn't mar our rig. Upon getting to our site, we quickly realized we would be packed in like sardines. Tent camping is allowed, but all tent campers were supposed to be cordoned to one area. Not the case. By Friday evening, random tents were popped up in between some of the RV sites, packing us even tighter. We estimated approximately 500 campers. Onto the pool and other facilities, ... The water was so gross. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up with staph or giardia. On top of all the campers using the pool, management allowed day trippers to visit. What? I mean, it's like, isn't that why you go out there? You just go out there to hang out?
Eat mushrooms for the day? Yeah.
Why do people act like you go to one of these places and you have to like stay a couple days? It's like it might be.
I mean, why is that dude camping in an RV?
But I mean,
you're not camping.
That's true. All right,
you're
you got him.
A pussy.
I'm gonna call him up right now. No.
Yeah, call that guy. Yo, I saw you were bitching about something, but entry level question: Why are you using an RV?
Right. Let's see, 1,000
Camping
people in the water at a time, easy. Walking around, I found a turnstile at the exit that had registered 3,217, and then I noticed a second one. No limit on the number of visitors. The pool was altogether dangerous as there is no lifeguard on duty. Kids running all over the place, jumping in on top of one another. Oh, and now my mom's calling me. Let me see what she's got going on here. Hello? Yeah. Alright, you're welcome. I'd fucked that up. I pressed the wrong button. But alright, let's see here. So it says... Kids jumping on top of one another and very little parental involvement. Most parents are just happy to have the kids out of their hair and can be seen downing canned beers. They said the kids were downing canned beers. My God.
That's really what it says?
Yeah, it says most parents are just happy to have their kids out of their hair and can be seen down. Oh, no, it says the parents were downing canned beers. Okay, I was like, damn.
Well, at least they weren't using glass.
Right? Yeah, right? They said cans. All right, we're good here. Good for the parents. They're still being, responsible. The parents... No, not the parents. The bathrooms provided are gross. No toilet paper or hand soap anywhere. Seriously, this dude goes to a park. He brought an RV. He should have his own supplies. And now he's complaining that there's no toilet paper. Like would you expect toilet... You just said...
If you're gonna camp in an RV, like, go take a shit in your fucking RV, pussy. Like...
Well, it sounds like he's got a bumper pool trailer, so he probably didn't even have a toilet in that one.
That place is literally just made to, like, go fucking bring a tent, camp out.
Yeah,
look at
bring a tent, hang out, yeah.
Because it's fucking beautiful out there.
He's right. He's still more. You're right. He's still more prepared than most people. They just brought fucking tents, and they probably still brought their own toilet paper. Who goes camping and doesn't have toilet paper? Dude's fucking. He's a privileged asshole here. Let's see. Considering the sites are not full hookups. Oh, okay. Well, this review is old still too, though. It's in 2016, and now they say they got hookups over there. But still. Let's see. Not full. I expected the bathrooms to be a touch nicer and well kept. Another thought: it is $14 a rig and $14 a person a night. So for our weekend, $112 and $7 for any day tripper. What I'm saying is that these people making killing on any summer weekend, and they can't get a lifeguard, a porter, or just put a limit on the number of people they let in at a time. This natural water environment is seriously suffering, and it will only be a matter of time before some tragedy strikes as proper precautions are just not taken here. Also, be very careful on the super slick rocks down the natural pool area. Well, at least he knew that he had to be careful on some fucking slick rocks. The other dude was like, the rocks are slippery. Why? Who put WD-40 on all these rocks? Oh, yeah, but that was like 2015, so that's like a long-ass time ago. So I wouldn't even...
I mean, that's around the time I went.
They actually responded to this, though, the people who run the site.
What'd they say?
It's a long response. Right. This is by Kyle B., Guest Relations Manager. Thank you for coming to camp with us and for leaving your feedback. I'm sorry you didn't have an enjoyable experience. I just want to address a few of your comments below. We have primitive tent camping areas that are separate from the sites where the electric and water hookups are. You can reserve an RV spot without actually having an RV. if you prefer to tent camp with power and water. That would explain the tent campers in that area. Oh, shit. Shut them down on that one right there. There's absolutely no way that there were 500 campers. We usually won't get anywhere close to that number on a single busiest night, July 4th, let alone any other weekend. We might have 100 campers maximum on a busy weekend night, but usually much less. There's also no way we have 1,000 swimmers at a time or even 1,000 total visitors in an entire weekend. The turnstiles and interest sites actually have no basis on fact whatsoever and are not used. Yes, we have been really busy ever since the end of the rains in May/June, and another nearby swimming hole has been closed to swimmers this year. However, the numbers you mentioned are nowhere close to accurate. Well, I kind of figured that one out. I was like, 3,000 fucking people over there one day? That's probably not right. Our pools are naturally spring-fed from water that flows constantly through our property at roughly 70 gallons per minute minimum. And this is some of the cleanest spring water you can find in Texas. We have had our waters tested numerous times, and they have always come back clean. We have had generations of visitors to our springs, and no one has gotten sick nor complained about getting sick because of our water. We do have numerous signs around the property stating there is no lifeguard on duty, and our guests are responsible for their own safety. We do have staff members patrol the grounds occasionally, and will respond appropriately in the case of any instance. Our property has been safely visited by countless thousands since the 50s. Our bathrooms are regularly maintained, but on busy weekends it is difficult to keep them in perfect shape all day due to the volume of guests. Well, I mean, that's no fucking wonder right there. Of course they got people coming using toilet paper all the time. You can't be in there when the toilet paper runs out. There's no fucking censor. But so typically there is toilet paper provided in our bathrooms, and it is restocked if running low, but that is also an item many campers bring with them, just in case. See? You need toilet paper if you go camping. We are most definitely not making a killing by any means. We are a seasonal business who gets really business during hot summer weekends mixed with regular weekday crowds. But once school starts back up, business slows down, which might be a good time for you to revisit with less guests. This has been our privately owned property for decades, and we spend countless hours maintaining it and keeping it in great shape for our visitors. I'm sorry your trip was not enjoyable for you. I hope you'll try to revisit it during a non-peak weekend. And yes, you are right, the rocks are slick, so bring good slip-proof shoes. I think that was a good response. That dude, he was like, hold the fuck up. He was probably sitting in the office like, hold my beer. I gotta rip into this guy. And he is part of the problem. Speaking of the problem, did you watch that Dr. Phil video I sent you? Did I send you that Dr. Phil video?
You did, but the one with Bill Burr and that other dude.
Yeah.
Making fun of him. I have not watched it yet.
Oh, dude, that's so good. That's so good. Like, I've watched it, I don't even know how many times. I want to say I've watched it probably 4 times. Just because it's so funny just to see somebody not only make fun of Dr. Phil, but have Bill Burr on it at the same time. And, he cracks so many good jokes. And then he even gets to a point where he's talking about how the Nazis stole, like, the Jewish gold and stuff like that. And the guy playing Dr. Phil at a point, he's like, he just, after Bill Burr stops at a point, he just goes, you going to see that new Indiana Jones? And he's like, sorry, Bill, just trying to keep it light. Because he started talking about the stealing dead Jewish money, and I was like, that's funny as fuck. But that is true. Yeah, no, I can't wait to go to this spring place, though. It sounds pretty interesting. So you haven't been in like a decade? You can't tell me it's dope? You don't even know?
True.
We can get there, and it could be a bunch of people taking shits in the water.
Yeah, because I can tell you that Jacob's Well's dope, but it's not dope right now.
Yeah, because there's no water. This place should. I mean, it's right off of. Besides being spring-filled by multiple springs, it's right off of Lake Travis. So I mean, I assume. Let's see how far this motherfucker is. 3 hours and 22 minutes. This route has tolls. Ooh, I gotta recharge my Izzy tag. I forgot about that. Do we get to take the road that's like 80 miles an hour? Which highway was that? No, that goes up to. That doesn't go to Waco. Yeah, that goes to Austin, right?
What? 290? Yeah.
290, and it's the one that hits like 75 miles per hour minimum?
I thought that was I-10.
No, that's not well, there's probably sections of I-10 that do that, but it wasn't like that last I knew.
Because when I was going to San Antonio and to El Paso, Yeah, like the roads out there were like 75 or 80 or something, like some dangerous ass speed.
Let's see, 290 toll is on Electric Cassius Road. Yeah, if it's a toll road, it has to be the one, because the one that's like 75 is a toll road. Where the fuck is the speed limit? Freeway upgrade after years. Oh, they want to label it an interstate highway. Want to turn it into a freeway between the east intersection of Circle Drive and whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know. Oh, and they're already planning to construct toll managed lanes along and adjacent to the 290 to be called the Hempstead Tollway. So I guess they're like, all right, so the 290 is going to be free, and then Hempstead's going to be the new 290, and it's going to be paid for. I mean, I support tolls, for a certain amount of time. You got to pay for the roads, but goddamn, they just keep that. Like, Bell 8, you just got to keep paying for that shit. And I don't know fucking why. I should just Google 290 speed limit, because that Wikipedia article didn't tell me anything at all. Oh, apparently no speed limit on 2. That's 2020. That's the speed limit. What's it now? Oh, that one says it got lowered to 55 miles per hour. I could tell you I ain't going 55 miles per hour on a 3.5-hour trip. That speed limit post country is 85. Texas still.
Wait, what are you looking for the speed limit for?
I was looking for 290 speed limit, but apparently it's like regular speed limit. Fucking it says Highway 130. It goes. It bypasses the Austin metropolitan area for long distance traffic. I don't even know where the fuck that is. 130. Now I got this. Oh, I see.
It's that one that goes like out of the way.
Oh, that sucks.
Is that the one that goes through LaGrange?
I'm looking at Seguin.
Seguin?
Yeah, Seguin. Seguin. I couldn't see the I. I was like, huh? But it goes from there to Lockhart, and it bypasses a couple of roads. I thought it was a bigger stretch of highway. I thought we had like a highway connecting like Houston and one of the other big cities, and it was like 85 miles per hour.
No, that's between Austin and San Antonio.
Yeah, I see that now, and now I'm disappointed.
You know how many fucking morons leave Houston? They couldn't do something like that.
Oh, I got this place saved on my shit called Geronimo Creek Retreat, too.
You got what?
This place I'd heard about a long time ago. It's called Geronimo Creek Retreat.
Oh, yeah, we should totally go there if we have time.
That's not far. Not far from Cross Springs.
Yeah, we'll take care of all that while we're there.
So yeah, we'll do Cross Springs, then we can
hit that on the way back.
Swing by. Let me see what the website says. Welcome to Geronimo Creek Retreat. Oh, they got cabins and shit. I don't think they do tents. They got a hot tub. Oh, game room? Oh, no, this place is like, when you get out of rehab and then you just gotta relax. They got tree houses, homestead houses, cabins, teepees. Yeah, no, that's like a whole nother trip right there, because you gotta book this. Oh, these are nice though. Oh, fuck yeah, we gotta go there one day. Oh, they got a couple different properties around Texas. I didn't know that. What are your policies? You got any specials going on? Yeah, you got some specials. Say minimum night space. Summer's 3-night minimum. We're about to get out of that. Fall, winter, spring is 2-night minimum. Absolutely. Now that I'm looking more about this place. Look, $59 getaway cabins. The cabin's like, that says in January. Oh, those are specials in January. $79 TPs.
We'll have to wait for a while to get those.
Yeah, no, fuck that. We could just, I wonder how much it usually costs. It doesn't just give me like a price. What the fuck am I looking at? That's a whole house they got there? Damn, you can rent a whole house over there. Besides this tree house, which is pretty sick. RV site. I like how you look at all the houses and you scroll down and you see the RV site and it just looks like shit put together. It's like, what is that? They almost had a sideways porta potty. That's a unique cabin. Check that shit out. Oh shit. See, it's that type of shit. I need to get a girlfriend or something. We go double date out on a cabin. But then that's how the fucking horror movies always start too. So fuck that, actually. It's like, oh yeah, we decide to, get a couples together and go rent out a beach house or a lake house, and the first day was all right, and then we started hearing weird shit the second day. Next thing you know, like 2 of the couples are dead. You're trying to flee.
2 of the couples are dead.
Yeah. It always jumps like that. Then you're trying to flee. You get to your car and the car won't start because the fucking the serial killer's like a master mechanic. He like disassembled the engine somehow without anybody noticing the last couple days. That's what I mean. I understand the movies back then because the cars back then, while they were easy to work on, and they still are, they would be complete pieces of shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You could pull up someplace after a couple-hour drive, and your car was running fine, and you try to start that shit, and now it's like, the fucking engine blew up somehow. That's how you always get those fucking those cliches where they're trying to start their car, and like there's like no gas in it for some reason, like they didn't get gas on the way to the place. That or the starter's like just spinning. No spark. I don't know. The serial killer stole your spark plugs. He's throwing them at people, taking them out. I don't fucking. Those movies are so like just the cliches of. Well, really any horror movie that's just kind of made nowadays is kind of bad. Like I couldn't watch what were those movies? Paranormal Activity.
The first one was good.
I heard the first one was good. I couldn't watch.
The third one was good. The second one kind of sucked. The fourth one kind of sucked.
Did you watch
the first and the third were great?
I think I watched the fifth one, and I was really confused as to what the hell I was looking at. Yeah, I'd have to say, all in all, I didn't really enjoy it too much, but I'm not a horror movie person. I watch one every now and then when I feel like my heart needs to get a jump start.
I love scary movies.
Fuck of that. Oh, did you want another beer? We're coming up on 57, but you can down another beer, and then we'll go get the margaritas.
I might head home and just hop back in the art room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I got a bunch of shit.
So
because I still need to take photos of all my stuff and post it on a fucking Etsy.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you're doing? You put your stuff on Etsy?
Because I had everything organized and set aside, but then like the day after I did that, I had a show, so I had to run to the gallery to get stuff, and then I had that market last weekend, so I just brought everything with me, and I got everything like unloaded today, and I was looking at it, and I was like, man, I need to like get photos of all this and just like get it on Etsy. Because I sold a gnome at the show, the Blacklight show.
Oh, nice.
Like a month ago. And then at the horror show, I sold one of my thrift store repaints.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully, that'd be so dope if Insomnia, Chris, the guy that runs it, was telling me that he wants to do a show. He said one of the first shows they ever did was this show where people just repurposed things, like it was just like thrift store finds where people would like paint and add stuff on the things. And he said he wanted to do a show like that, but he doesn't know how many people would go out to it. But I really hope that happens soon, because I've got like 3 or 4 pieces that are thrift store repaints that would fucking kill.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you make some good work out of those things whenever you get them together. Well, so when you buy, do you like go buy gnomes? Do you buy gnomes from a certain place, or do you just like go to thrift stores and find those?
Well, the first batch that I did, my friend gave me those. Like he had those in his yard for like 20 something years. Like these things were just
The ones you
old.
hit around at the bar?
Yeah, like the big ones.
Okay, yeah.
Those were given to me by a friend. I don't know where he got them. And then I found another one somewhere that I repainted, and then all the other ones that I've got like in the works, people have just given to me.
That's pretty awesome.
Like somebody will just find a gnome and be like, "Hey, I know you paint these," and just like give me a gnome or like a little mushroom statue or something. So the last few ones that I've gotten, they were just given to me.
Oh shit! I thought you like ordered them.
I've only purchased one gnome, maybe two.
And where are those gnomes now?
I've purchased one. One of them's still waiting to be painted because it's fucking huge.
Oh.
But yeah, I've purchased a couple of other like statues. Like I've purchased a couple of Precious Moments statues from thrift stores that I've like got in the works right now. But I've only bought one gnome. Everyone else has given them to me.
Well, that's an easy way to make some money right there. People just give you gnomes and you ain't got to spend no money on them.
Just time and supplies.
Maybe I'll go paint me a gnome.
Which the time is the big thing.
To paint the gnomes?
Well, I'd say like the bigger ones that I have right now that are just strictly paint, I think I've put about 80 on one of them, 80 hours on one of them, and like 120, 130 on the other one. And then the one that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks, I've definitely hit the 250 hour mark on that one. God
damn.
I'm telling you, man, I was from July 19th up until like last Sunday or so. I was only getting like 3 or 4 hours of sleep a day.
I believe that.
And then I'd wake up, work on the gnome either all day into the following morning, or I'd go to work. I'd work on the gnome, go to work, get home from work, work on the gnome, take a nap, get back up, and just back at it.
Get back to it. Gotta get that work done.
So,
trying to figure out. Like, I'm looking at when I was listening to you. I was trying to see if I could find like, well, I guess water.
Where the serial killers would be coming from?
Yeah, no, I already got that mapped out. I know my escape route. I'll probably run to Spicewood Community Library. You know, serial killers don't read.
I think serial killers read a lot.
Some do. Honestly.
I feel like serial killers.
I remember reading books.
Have some methodical.
I was like, you can't just stop like
things.
that. After I said I remember reading books, and then like I stopped for you to talk, and you stopped, and I was like, well, that just makes it sound like I'm a serial killer. After we were like, oh yeah, they read a lot. Yeah, I remember reading books.
I remember reading books. And it just gets quiet.
It just gets quiet. It's like
you just like stare off into the distance. I was reading books, and
one day I decided I was just gonna go take out a couple of people.
I learned how to stab people.
I remember reading a couple books like years ago when I was younger about serial killers, and like how they operated and how they got away with like their crimes, and it was like crazy. Like I was like, whoa. But most of the time, like they knew. They were like studying and reading things. They knew like how to get away with things, like, you know, what they could do, like where to get away with something. It was like, damn, these people are kind of smart. Most of them are smart. I remember reading a long time ago, and I've been trying to find this story. I might have the book in my room, actually. I don't think I bought it. I was at Half Price Books, and it was a story. It was a book that had multiple stories of different serial killers or kidnappers or something like that. And there was this one dude who was like a teenage boy, I want to say, at the time, and he would go and kidnap people, and he would like hang them in his shed, like alive by their arms and shit like that, not like their neck. And he would like assault them either physically or sexually, and I was like, this fucking people are just crazy. And I remember one of the dudes that got away. I think that's how it went. He got away, and he remembered one of the features about the guy that held him captive. He had a milky white eye, like he was blind in one of the eyes. And the cops were like, "Oh, there's only one of those guys around here," and then they rounded him up.
There's only one of those guys around
Yeah.
here.
So, it's always that one that gets away that gets people caught up like that, huh?
The milky white eye.
Milky white eye. I just don't know. I don't remember what the dude was called. I'm gonna just Google milky white eye.
That might not lead to search results.
Yeah,
that
I'm
you're hoping.
adding a couple other things.
As I say, milky white eye
Yeah,
might
there we
just
go.
brazzers.
Oh man, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
Hot teen MILF gets a milky white eye.
It sounds like you put a lot of
Big
effort into that one.
titties. I'm thinking some stupid ass,
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm sure that's out there somewhere.
some buzzword fucking porn title.
I'm trying to remember. I think he held people in a shed, but I don't remember a name or anything. And I'm pretty sure the search results aren't gonna. Search results, Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure a lot of people hide people in sheds. Yeah, yeah. See, like this is 2023 March. Some dude just kidnapped somebody and held him in a shed.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, this is 2023.
People are still getting locked in
just
sheds.
kidnapped this guy and put him in a shed.
People are still kidnapping people and throwing them in sheds, man. It's just how it goes. Man, what the fuck was the dude's name? Because I don't remember when this took place. I just remember reading the story probably somewhere around 2006, 7-ish. So it had happened a while. It was like nothing recent. But none of these stories, a lot of these are like brand new stories. I'm not going to find it. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what the book was. Like, they're pulling up the Dugard family. I remember hearing about them, like a couple years ago or something like that.
That's the ones that had that girl in the shed for like
2016.
20-something years.
Yeah, Dugard was abducted at age 11 in 1991 by Philip and Nacy Garrido in 1991. I don't know why it says it like that. That's crazy. There was another story recently where there was a girl. Oh, you want to hear a real crazy one that happened recently? There was a boy that they found, like bruised and cut up outside of a church, right? And he'd been missing for like 8 years.
Oh yeah,
You heard about that?
I saw that, but I didn't. I
Yeah.
saw like the headline from like the day that it happened, and that was it. I just saw that he had been missing for like a long time, and he
Yeah.
was found outside of a church.
Yeah, he's found outside of a church, and so like they're like, "Oh, we found this missing kid," and they bring him back to his home, right? And all the neighbors are like, "Well, shit, we never knew he was missing. He was at home or playing with our kids the whole time, you know." And so then they're like, "What?" And so like, "Yeah, he's been here." It kind of, I guess, apparently what's coming out is that the mom kept him locked up inside and kept telling him that the police or someone was gonna take him away if they found him or some shit like that. And some other weird, sick things, like telling him that he's like the dad of the house and shit like that, and he has to play dad or something like that. I don't know what all that really means. It's weird.
So wait, he was actually not missing.
He was actually not missing. He was at home the whole time. It's like
But they filed a missing persons report on him?
Yeah, the parents, I guess, or the mom had filed a missing
Oh,
persons
I guess
report.
so. It wouldn't look weird whenever he wasn't going anywhere and he was just kept at the house.
Well, apparently, like I said, the neighbors said that he would actually be outside playing with other children and stuff like that at times.
What
I guess they just never knew that there was a missing persons thing out for him. But then I guess at a point he also started to be kept more inside as well, so he didn't really get out.
That's wild.
Yeah, until he finally got away and went to a church and they found him. Yeah, and last I heard about that case is that the mom actually is on the run, but that was like a week and a half ago, I think. Yeah, so I actually don't know if they found her, like what's going on with that story. Like once it turned into a not feel good story, they kind of took it off the news. And that's how they do things, you know. But I don't know if that has an ending to it. I guess I'll type in missing child, not actually missing. Because the other one I was about to talk about was a girl who ran away. I forgot how many years ago she ran away, and I guess she had went and was living with somebody, and then she finally just turned back up at home. You know, I don't know what the ending to that was. Those both kind of happened at the same time, so it's like what the fuck is going on right now? So yeah, that guy who's been missing, who was never actually missing, was reported missing in 2015. He's 25 years old now. But damn, they even had a billboard for him. Holy shit!
What, his fucking neighbors never go anywhere either?
I don't know. But see, the story I clicked on, they kind of ended at the point where like he's with his mother now.
I just recently found out one of my friends has been missing for like 2 years.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
How's
My friend I grew up with, mom fucking texted me the other day. She was like, "Hey, did you know Damien's been missing for 2 years?" And I was like, "Nah," because like I had talked to him a couple years ago. I guess I talked to him like right before he went missing or some shit. But she sent me a fucking picture of his poster.
Oh man, another one that had happened. That Carly Russell one. Did you hear about that one?
Mm-mm.
So this girl Carly Russell, she said that she had seen a child running.
Oh, that's the chick that said that she got abducted after seeing the child running, but that never actually happened.
Yeah, that never actually happened. Yeah.
Yeah, she just pulled the Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, she did. Which is fucking weird. It was funny because, well, it wasn't funny, but the case kind of ends up being funny that she was lying. And everybody was already doubting it, just like the Jussie Smollett thing. I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
You know? But, fuck, what was it? Like, besides all three of these cases happening, and, like, nobody was actually missing, it's really weird that all these people have been missing but not missing. Just the whole case was weird because she was like, saw the baby running for 400 yards or something like that, or the child, whatever it was. I don't know how old she said it was. And then to go and like get to the child and get like kidnapped, and apparently they ran her off, carried her off the side of the road into an 18-wheeler or something like that. Took her somewhere. And after she even like made up a story that they were feeding her some fucking crackers or something like that, trying to add more evidence to the story, even though that doesn't really, help. And then she just kind of ends up walking home, saying I got kidnapped. I want to know what the purpose of this whole thing was.
Attention.
But and it's weird to think that some people just really want that much attention. Like,
well, some people, I guess, didn't get enough growing up.
Yeah, I wonder how her family treated her. Because it's still weird to just fucking show up.
And who knows if that's maybe it's not that she didn't get enough attention at like the adolescent stage. Maybe it's her mind is so warped by what, like, I feel like smartphones and social media and like ease of access to all that on like a grand scale has just changed human brains.
Oh, it's definitely fucked some people
like
up.
It's fucked up attention spans, it's fucked up dopamine producers and receptors, like how your own brain makes and perceives your happiness.
That's very true. That's
So
weird.
maybe she just has a weak mind and she's just like, oh my god, internet attention, fucking flicking her bean every night to that. And then she's like, oh, how can I do that?
I mean, she Googled how to, like, do you have to pay for an Amber Alert and shit like that, too.
Oh, is that why that was a joke?
Yeah.
I saw some, I guess, like, meme or some shit about that, on, like, in passing a few weeks ago.
Yeah, no,
and I figured that's what that was from, but I didn't know for sure. I was just like, oh.
No,
I don't know, maybe, because I remember, like, back in the day, there used to be memes of people asking dumbass fucking questions on Yahoo Answers.
Oh, yeah, that happened a lot.
If it was, like, in that vein.
But no, she asked if she Googled if she had to pay for an Amber Alert, which I don't even know. She's 25. They don't put out Amber Alerts for 25-year-olds, do they?
No.
I think that's all just for
Amber
kids.
Alerts, I think, stop when you're, like, 14 or 15.
And then they're like, oh, they'll find their way home. They'll be all right. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know what the age limit is.
I don't either.
Google it. You've got the internet up.
I do have the Amber Alert. I do have the internet.
Age limit for Amber Alert, and then like the cops start knocking on your door.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. Shit, whenever they.
If I go missing and I'm over the age of 18, what is it called?
Damn it! It didn't fucking do that. Old Amber tick. What the hell? Got rid of my question. It went to like Pokemon or something. That's a good way to. How old is Andrew Schultz? Okay. How old do you have to be, I guess?
When do you age out of the Amber Alert system?
Let's see here. What is the oldest age for an Amber Alert? 17 years or younger.
17.
Oh, yeah. No. So you're 18 or older, you're fucked. You're an adult. You gotta live with being kidnapped.
I think it's called something else.
What? It's called something else? Is that what you said?
I think it's called something else, yeah. Because there's like silver alerts for old people.
I've heard of silver alerts.
If you're between the age of 18 and 65, you're fucked. You just gotta deal with being kidnapped.
Nobody's gonna look for you. Oh, that's crazy. Let's see. What is a silver alert? Wait. Oh, what's the? 65 years old, or those that have been diagnosed with cognitive impairment such as Alzheimer's.
Good old Alzheimer's.
A lot of silver alerts going on right now.
That shit's fucking terrifying.
There's a black alert. Oh, that's for local health or care systems. I was like, a black alert? That's new to me.
That's what the cops give each other when they need target practice.
I'm trying to see them. That's a Florida thing. I don't know. What is a green alert? Why is it called Amber Alert? What are the color alerts in Florida?
It's called Amber Alert because I'm pretty sure her name was Amber.
Oh, here. The Clear Alert is designed to bridge the gap between missing children and senior citizens and helps get the word out about adults who may have been abducted or in immediate
Clear
danger.
Alert?
I haven't heard shit about a Clear Alert. I don't think they give a fuck about us.
Well, I feel like most people in that age range are like, too old to like not put up a fight. But they're not old enough to where, they've lost their mental facilities and, walking down to the drugstore has ended in them doing laps around the city because they don't know where the fuck they're at.
Yeah, you can always do it. Good lap around the city is good for you.
Until you've been doing laps for 12 straight hours.
That's very true.
Because you forgot where you are.
It happens. Happens to all of us. You never done
it happens to drunks and old people.
Yeah.
And, people taking psychedelics that are brave enough to go walking around.
Are you brave enough to do that?
That's the only way I've taken psychedelics.
That makes sense.
I was talking to my friend John and Corey the other day, and Bill. Like, I hadn't seen any of them. I hadn't seen them in, like, fucking years, man, since I, like, first moved to Austin. And when I first met them and hung out with them, I'd hang out with them, and, like, they'd be fucking smoking, taking all sorts of psychedelic drugs and stuff. And I eventually I had smoked for a little bit before I had moved to, like, I had smoked with them for a little bit before I moved to Austin, but I had never done anything else outside of getting high and drinking alcohol. And so I was telling them all these stories about, like, when I was like, oh yeah, it's like I've taken acid since I, like, last saw you guys. I was like, dude, I was like, the first time I ever took acid, it's like I went out in public. I was like, I went to a bar to watch this basketball game with my friend, and then I just started walking around downtown, and they started, like, they were like, Eric, are you fucking stupid? They were like, that's like the dumbest thing you could do. I was like, yeah, I was the only person that took it. I was like, I was hanging out with, 5, 6 different people. I was the only person that took acid. Everyone else was just drinking.
Damn. So everybody was just drinking and you took acid. And then you walked around.
And then, yeah, because I took half of a hit at first, and I was, like, super into that basketball game. Like, that's all I was focusing on. But I could feel it in my body. Like, I could feel my hands getting super clammy and sweaty. And my body was just, like, I don't know, it was doing this, like you feel these weird things in your body when you're on acid.
I'm good.
And
I'm good on that.
I could feel it happening, and I was like, oh, I'm not seeing any dragons yet, though. Like, I'm not tripping out. And I was like, I want to see stuff. And my friend just kept telling me, he was like, just wait till halftime. He was like, you took half of it. It's going to take time. Just wait till halftime. I was like, okay. And then, like, 3 minutes before halftime gets there, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to take the rest of it. So I go out to the car and I take the other half. And then by the time halftime is over, I don't even know how to play basketball. Like, I don't, like, we're watching, like, the game, and he was like, oh, who's winning? Like, what's going on with the game now, Eric? And I was like, Dustin, I don't even know how basketball is played. I don't know what basketball even is. I'm gonna go walk around. And, like, just, like, I fucking got up and I left the bar. And they were doing a bunch of construction and shit over at the George R. Brown. So I keep walking, and then, like, I just get into, like, this spot where there's, like, no sidewalks whatsoever. Like, it's literally just for cars. And I was like, oh, shit.
Did you transform into a car?
I did. And I turned around and got the fuck out of there.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I just walked back where I came from, and there's an Astros game going on that I didn't know about. So I'm, like, walking through downtown right in front of Minute Maid, and all of a sudden the game gets out, and I start fucking peeking. I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh,
is this what acid is? Like, oh, my God.
Yeah, when the Astro games gets out, when they get out.
There was a lot of people, and I started to peek, and I was like, oh, man.
That sounds like
this is going to be a fun walk back.
Sounds like you had a fun...
I had a great time. I went missing while I checked back in with my friend. I was like, hey, man, I just walked all the way down over here. I still feel like moving around, so I'm going to go walk in the other direction. And I did that. And I came back, and an ice cream truck passed me by, so I came back with an ice
cream?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I got a SpongeBob ice cream.
That's what I'm talking about, because, I mean, shit, honestly, I'd stop and grab ice cream myself.
Because it was awesome that it was SpongeBob, because the whole time when I was fucking bitching up a storm about, like, not tripping yet, I was like, I'm not tripping. Dustin just kept looking over at me. He's like, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? And then I really started to feel it, and then I got a SpongeBob ice cream.
Oh, how that works out then?
It was amazing.
It works out perfect.
And it was the most janky looking SpongeBob. It looked so fucked up. It was so funny. The gumball eyes were, like, way off.
Aren't they always, though?
Not always. I've seen some good looking ones before.
I think most time I've grabbed one of those, they're all, like, fucked
I've seen
off.
some ones that are just, like, fucking advertisement perfect before.
Shit, Burger
the ones
King,
that you
McDonald's,
don't want to
and
eat, you're like,
everybody's
man,
learning from them.
like, this really looks like Sonic. I can't eat this.
I would.
And then it just tastes really good. Now I want fucking ice cream.
You know, I really want
Fuck margaritas. I want one of them character-shaped ice creams.
Well, unfortunately, I think the ice cream truck, I haven't even heard him come by recently.
Yeah, I heard this motherfucker prowling through the neighborhood like a month and a half ago, and I ain't seen his bitch ass in weeks.
You've been trying to get that
Every fucking day, the kids are like he was fucking doing his routine at the end of the school year too, like when the kids were still at school. Like he's just driving through the neighborhood.
That's true.
Because he probably sells drugs too. Like I don't care that he sells drugs too.
He does?
Probably. Most ice cream men fucking slang shit out.
Just fucking selling some weed out the ice cream truck?
Yeah.
Looking at the adults like, hey,
it's
you
the
want
perfect fucking front.
I got a little something, something.
I want Powerpuff Girl, Ninja Turtle, Sonic, SpongeBob ice cream, and for weeks I haven't seen them. And for weeks, at times of the day, that made no sense for the ice cream man to be driving around the neighborhood, waking me up at 1:30 in the afternoon.
You know, I've actually heard one, like, when I'm at work, and I work in, like, one of those industrial parks. So it's like, you know, it's a bunch of people, it's a bunch of businesses and all that.
Yeah.
Where usually you get, like, shit delivered and, like, 18-wheelers and all that. Every now and then, there's just an ice cream truck that drives by, and I'm like, why the fuck is there an ice cream truck out here? But I'm also like, if I had a couple bucks on me, I'd probably go out there and buy some ice cream, so I can't really fault him for trying. But still, I have no idea where the fuck he's out there. But now we're at an hour and 26. We can cut it right here.
Sure.
Did you want
to get in on this podcast?
No, I came to steal a Dr. Pepper.
Stealing Dr. Peppers.
Yes, that gives me life. What's the podcast about tonight?
Nothing really.
It's
we have like no focus or direction right now.
Thank you.
We just find shit to talk about and talk.
We talk about people getting kidnapped. You ever kidnap somebody?
Yeah, you ever kidnap somebody?
I tried a long time ago, but he was a little bit heavier than what I expected.
So it didn't work?
Nah, we ended up breaking up.
Okay. I don't know if that was supposed to be a joke.
But I tried.
I did try.
All right, that
That's
makes
all
sense.
that matters is that I tried.
I was like, oh shit. All right.
Jordan's mom tried to kidnap somebody.
You know, every now and then you just got to give it a go. That's what my cousin's in prison for, I believe.
Kidnapping?
Yeah.
He gave it a go?
He gave it a go. They fucked up pretty badly. He's been in there since 2010, I think. Yeah, kidnapping people is not a light offense. But I mean, it wasn't successful either. So it's kind of like, damn, why'd he get that much fucking time? But, you know, the justice system's kind of weird. Especially if it's like your first attempt. I don't think it should be like, he tried once. Yeah, tell him not to do it again. It's pretty stupid. And it's like, you're right. I shouldn't kidnap people, but whatever.
You know, I shouldn't kidnap people.
You know, some people realize after their first mistake, that was a bad idea. I probably shouldn't have done it. But from what I heard, though, that they were just fucking around. They knew the person.
And then they took him?
The person, yeah. Then they took him.
Isn't that like the stat, though? Like 80, 85 or some shit like that? Some high percentage number of kidnapping victims are taken by someone that knows them?
That usually knows them. Yeah, I've heard something like that before. So usually people get
kidnapped.
It's like
it ain't strangers just walking up kidnapping people.
Not usually. It's somebody like, hey, you want to go
It's someone
somewhere?
that knows the personality, knows that they can tolerate all the bullshit that they're going to get from kidnapping somebody.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to do this, and this person's going to scream for a while. I think I can tolerate that. I'll roll the dice.
That'll be all right,
I'll roll the dice.
That's
You know, you don't know that, like, you could just grab some random person and get bit in the face. You don't know how that person's going to react.
And that's very.
You can't kidnap people that you don't know.
Well, you shouldn't kidnap anybody in particular, but definitely, yeah, kidnapping people you don't know is a bad idea. You got to know them at least a little bit.
Then you can hide them in your shed and get away with it for 20
see?
years.
You can hide 'em yeah. That's what sheds were made for. I don't care what anybody
Hiding
says.
people.
You hide people in sheds. Like when you hide things in sheds that shouldn't be in sheds. That's why they have barn find cars from like 40, 50 years ago. Like why was a car in your fucking barn or shed? I don't know. I just parked it in there. I had room. I guess you might as well use a room if you have it, but that's still a weird place to keep a fucking car.
I had a spare room and I needed to put someone in it, so I kidnapped
I mean, you could take a person inside your house, but no, the shed's there. Why put them in the house? Keep them in the shed.
That's AC that I don't have to use on them.
Yep. That one body makes it that much hotter. All right, we'll go ahead and shut it down right here.
On that note, we'll go ahead and we'll just close the program down now.
Yeah. Oh, this has been podcast number 11. Your host Toasty Jones, co-host here, Mr. Croissant.
Host Toasty Jones.
The Toasty Jonester. But all right, we're out.